to class today. Let's start for today in Shavasana. So let's go ahead and lie all the way back. We'll get settled in here. Maybe the feet need to stay planted so more of that back is against the mat with your knees falling together. Or maybe we can send the legs along. As we're ready, we're going to give the body permission to settle in here and turn that mind's focus to our breath. Not judging our breath or really trying to change it. Let's just focus on noticing each half of each breath. The inhale, the exhale. Couple more breaths here. Feeling that body softening and settling. Feeling that mind coming to our practice. And using our next inhale, we're going to reach those arms all the way up overhead, pointing the toes, reaching those fingertips. Nice full body stretch here. And we're going to walk those feet and take those fingers toward the right corners of the mat, beginning to open up that left side, making the shape of a banana. And then we'll move through center. We'll take fingers and toes toward the left corners of the mat and open up that right side. And we'll come back into center. Nice long full breath here. And then on our inhale, we're going to pull our right knee all the way into the chest and give it a good squeeze in toward the outer part of that right rib cage. We'll circle out our ankle first. Switching directions. And then we're going to circle that whole right leg. Switching directions. And then using that right hand as kind of a guide, we're going to let that right leg open up out to the side. And then coming back to center, we're going to take the left hand and pull that right knee across the body, anchoring both shoulders on the mat, just twisting as far as feels okay here. And back into center. Give it a good squeeze, and then we'll switch. We'll send right leg long. We'll pull that left knee into chest. And circle out our ankle first. And the other way. And then holding with that left hand, we'll let the left leg open up out to the side. Coming through center. We'll use right hand. Guide that left knee across the body, keeping both shoulders on the mat. Back into center. And we'll pull both knees into chest, rocking it out right to left. We're going to switch directions, rocking a little bit forward and back, getting some momentum. We'll bring ourselves up into that nice, easy seat. And let's roll out those shoulders here first. Switching directions, we'll squeeze up and roll forward. And release. Inhaling to reach those arms tall overhead. On our exhale, we'll reach right hand behind, left hand to that right knee, tall spine as we twist. Inhale to reach up tall through center, and we'll exhale off to the left. Inhale, reaching tall. We're going to plant our right hand and sweep the left up and over. Again, opening up that side body a little bit. Through center, we'll plant the left hand and sweep the right. And all the way back. Let's come to tabletop. Into those hands and knees. And we'll circle out those hips first. And we'll switch directions. And as we find center, let's take cat and cow. Inhaling to lift the gaze and really drop the belly button. Exhaling to round the spine, tuck the chin, finding cat. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Let's take one more of each. As you come into neutral, we're going to come all the way up into kneeling. Maybe we're going to turn toward the wide edge of our mat. And first, let's extend our left leg out long. Bringing the arms to a T, we'll slide the left hand down first and sweep the right arm up and over. On our inhale, we're going to move through center, lower those left fingers down to the mat, and we're going to sweep our left arm up and over. And keeping those right fingers where they are, we're going to take this top left elbow, we're going to pull it back behind us, trying to open up the chest. Maybe we gaze up at those left fingers. On our next inhale, we'll reach it back up and over for the lateral stretch. And then we'll come back to center, find our balance, pull that left leg in, and then we'll send our right leg out. Sliding down the right leg, left arm up and over. Through center, lowering left fingers, we'll sweep right arm. And to open up the chest on the inhale, pull that right elbow back behind you, gazing up. Back to our lateral, and then back to center. Find balance, pull that right leg back underneath. And then we'll come back toward the mat, widen those knees, touch the toes, and let's sink back to a child's pose. On our inhale, we're gonna flow forward, spread those fingers, tuck our toes, and we'll find our first down dog of practice. Maybe we pedal things out here. Making our way to the top of our mat, we'll hang heavy and ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows. Then we'll release the hands and roll all the way up. Nice tall mountain. On our inhale, we'll reach up tall. Exhale, hinge and fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to your plank. Using your exhale, we'll lower down nice and controlled. Inhale, baby cobra, lifting the chest. And on our exhale, we'll press up and back for a down dog. Bending the knees, we'll walk to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're going to sweep tall. And first, we're going to take a lateral, reaching those fingertips to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, fingertips to the left. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, pull those elbows back, chest and gaze up. Inhale to reach tall, walking our feet together. We're going to sink back for chair. Keep the weight in those heels, send those hips back. Exhale, fold. We'll plant the hands, step back to plank. On our exhale, lowering down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, down dog. Making our way to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching tall. Exhale for the lateral to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, tall. We'll open up the chest, pull those elbows back. Inhale to reach up, walking our feet together. We'll sink back for chair. And hands can be at heart center here too. Exhale, fold, planting the hands, we'll come to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Walking to the top. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping tall. Lateral to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhaling tall. Open up the chest, pull those elbows back. Inhale to reach, walking those feet together. Sink back for your chair. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to leave our right foot where it is. Nice big step back with our left foot. We're going to come to a runner's lunge. So be sure to walk that right foot forward if you need to, so that ankle is under that knee. We don't want the knee to go We're going to leave the left hand and open the right. Lowering the right hand, we're going to come to the wide edge and find a wide leg fold. Both feet parallel, just sinking the head and chest. We're going to come to the left shin with our hands and sink the chest toward that left leg. We'll come through center over to the right leg. And back into center. Leaving our right hand, we're going to open up the left. Exhale, fold. Plant that left hand, open up the right. Exhale to fold. On the inhale, we're going to roll all the way up. Take your time, reaching overhead for star. Now that exhale, open up the chest, pull those elbows back. Inhale to reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. We're going to take some side lunge. So let's start with the left foot. We're going to come toward the left foot. Pull those right toes up. If you're going to stay high, maybe you bring the hands to that left leg, really sinking the hips back. If you can come all the way down, you'll lift the left heel. Breathing into that right leg and into that stretch. If you are in the low side lunge, you could work to add balance by bringing the hands to heart center. We're going to come up through center and then over toward the right side. So again, find your lunge. The goal is to have that stretch in the left leg. Doesn't matter if you're in the higher lunge or in the lower. And back into center. Wide leg fold. Then walking toward our left toes, we're going to take a low lunge or a runner's lunge to the back of our mat. Planting the right hand, we'll open the left. Lowering the left hand, we'll step or slide that left foot back for down dog. And then lowering the knees, we'll touch the toes and find our child's pose. Let it settle in here, slow the breath, come back to practice. And on our inhale, we'll flow forward. Exhale, down dog. Then we'll walk to the hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising tall. We'll take that lateral stretch at the top, off to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhaling tall. Exhale, open up those elbows. Inhale to reach up. Walking the feet together, we'll sink back for a chair. Exhale, fold. We'll step our right foot back, runner's lunge. Settling in here, maybe we roll and rock on that back foot. Planting our right hand, we'll open the left. Lowering the left hand, walk to the wide edge, wide leg fold. We'll come toward the right leg for the stretch, sinking the chest toward that right leg. Moving through center, we'll come over to the left. And back into center. We're going to leave or plant the left hand, open up the right. Exhaling to fold, planting or leaving the right hand, we'll open up the left. Exhale, fold. On our inhale, we'll roll up, take your time, find that balance, reach up overhead. And we'll open up the chest, send those elbows back. Inhale to reach, exhale, hinge and fold. Coming to our side lunges, we'll come to the right foot first this time. Coming into your lunge. Keeping the chest lifted, gazing forward, really breathing into the back of that left leg, pulling those toes up toward the sky. On our inhale, we'll come through center. And then left side, left butt, pull those right toes up this time. And back to center. And we'll walk toward our right foot, turn those toes toward the top of the mat. Runner's lunge, we'll plant the left hand, open the right. Lower that right hand, step or slide the right foot back, down, down. And then we'll lower those knees, touch the toes, and sink back for child's pose. We're going to take our right hand, palm up, slide it underneath the body, lowering right ear down to the mat. We'll send that right hand back overhead. And then left hand, palm up, we'll slide underneath, lowering left ear. And back to center. On that next inhale, we're going to walk those hands back toward the body, coming toward tabletop. We're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to do yogi squat. So tucking those toes under, We're gonna walk the hands back, lifting the knees. I like to widen my stance with the feet. The toes point out. Maybe the heels sink toward the mat. Maybe they get there, maybe they don't. Then we try to find a tall spine for our yogi squat. You can also use those elbows to try to open up the knees. Couple of breaths. And then we're gonna lower, walk out to that tabletop. And we'll take a couple of cat and cow. Just use your breath, your pace here. Stretch things out a little bit. One more. And then feel free to stay here in tabletop, or we're gonna take one more of those yogi squats, opening up our stance, toes pointed out, sink those hips, lift the chest. You can also add sort of an open arm twist here as well. So maybe you take that left hand, press it along the inside of that left leg, and then reach that right arm open behind you, gazing back at the right fingers. Coming through center, switching sides, right arm goes to the inside of right leg, we open up the left. And back to center. Last breath. And walking to our tabletop. And let's take our hips side to side. The next time they're off to the left, letting them stay there, we'll look over our left shoulder, trying to see the hip. And then through center, we'll take those hips off to the right, and we'll look over that right shoulder. Back into center. We're gonna lower one of those hips and find seated. Let's bring soles of the feet together. We'll grow nice and tall, hinging from the hips. Find your stretch, then round and release and relax. And rolling up, we're gonna send our left leg out long. Planting our right foot on either side of that left knee, we're gonna hug the right knee into chest, reach right arm behind us and find a nice twist. Gazing back over that right shoulder, pulling your left toes back towards you. Back to center. We'll bring the sole of our right foot to the inside of our left leg, reaching up tall. We'll hinge and fold. And release. We'll send right leg out, planting that left foot We'll hug the left knee and reach the left hand behind and find that twist on this side. Back to center, bringing the sole of our left foot to the inside of the right leg. Reach it up tall, hinge and fold. And release. Let's plant those feet. And we're gonna roll all the way down. We'll settle in here. Back to how we started. Relaxing those arms, we'll windshield wiper the knees side to side. And then the next time your knees fall to the left, we'll let them stay and settle, bringing our arms to our sides and tipping our gaze to the right. Nice slow breath here as you soften the body. We'll come up through center. We'll take the knees to the right and then tip the gaze to the left. And we'll come back to center. We're gonna send both legs long. Reach those fingertips up overhead again, pointing the toes, reaching those fingertips. Another full body stretch here. Maybe we compare it to how it felt at the beginning of practice. Hopefully we feel a little bit longer. Feeling nice and open in the side body and in the torso. And then we start with those feet. Let the feet fall open, relax. Feel those legs be heavy. Then gently release the arms to come down by your sides. Walk those shoulder blades down the back. Maybe resettle the hips if you need to. Then we'll come into Shavasana. Finishing our practice. Head is heavy. Shoulders and chest soft. No tension here. Everything, body, breath, and mind has permission to just let go, to relax, to release, and to just sink into this pose, into the mat, into the earth. Enjoying these few moments to just breathe and let the good of practice soak in. And gently we'll become aware of our breath again. Maybe notice that next big inhale. Notice that exhale and how the body's feeling here. Let's start with those toes, wiggling in the fingers, finding some gentle movement. And taking your time, we'll make our way to either side, off to the left, off to the right. And we'll pause here, sealing in all the good of this practice. And using our exhales to leave anything here we don't want to take with us. So as you're ready, we'll press back up and we'll meet in seated. Thank you very much for sharing practice with me today. The light in me greets, honors, and bows to the light that's in you. Namaste.